I was hit in the left hand by a downswing with one of my students. He was hitting drivers, hitting towards you. I leaned in a little for the swing path of these two clubs this way, and he just swung and just exploded down on my hand here. But I'm just starting to hit again, getting in the groove. And the first thing I'm doing is getting the speed of my hands. Man, this should be every day. Start making coffee in the morning, hop over and start going, just start feeling it. Hey everybody, how's it going out there? Gormanator here. Look, I just wanted to talk to you about getting some speed in your game. You don't need to have those elite bodies of the tour players and or the speed that they have, but you want to make sure that you're using the right pieces to create speed. What do I mean by that? Well, how fast can we run? Not very fast. How fast can we turn? Well, I think the number is about 14 miles an hour maximum, about spinning, right? You have to tell yourself, well, if that's the case, then what do I want to use? You want to use your hands. I mean, as we get a little bit older, the things that are still the quickest are the hands, right? Wrist joints, fingers, right? The arm whip. The sockets of the shoulders are massively mobile, right? We can do stuff and let the arms whip and create speed. The idea would be that the wrists snapping, arms whipping. Snap and whip. So we got an arm whip and a wrist snap, going to give us some distance, okay? How do I train that? What do you mean? Well, an arm action is just like starting back over here and just getting the arms to go faster back. Okay, you could just say, let them go back as fast as you can. So the number out of the arm whip and the wrist snap, snapping the wrist is the way to go. It's free power. The velocity of the club comes from uncocking the cocked wrist. So if I'm up here like a baseball player and I'm just like doing this, that's all wrist. The throw of the club straightens my right arm. Do you see that? I folded the right arm and then I threw the club and it starts to snap past me the other way. And what you're going to notice is the left arm folds. So when you think about how fast can I snap the wrist, let that left arm fold on the forward part, it's going to give you that noise there. Now, you might have some arthritis. I get it. What's out there would say, hey, you need thicker grips. Well, the thicker the grip, the less hand action, less wrist action, okay? So I wouldn't recommend that. As a matter of fact, I would say get a couple of sticks, okay? Now, I would say these sticks, you know, they are fiberglass, so you want to make sure that they're not any shards or anywhere. But sometimes I'll wear two gloves. I got my right hand glove on, okay? And I don't know, some of you might have seen from some of my other videos that I was hit in the left hand by a downswing with one of my students. He was hitting drivers, hitting towards you. I said, okay, Jim, now take it back slow. And I leaned in a little for the swing path of these two clubs this way. And he just swung and just exploded down on my hand here. Unfortunately, I was wearing gloves for the sun and nothing broke. I got some fractures, very swollen. A bunch of tendons have been stretched around and relocated into places that don't work. And it's sore. Here we are 3.5 months later. But I'm just starting to hit again, getting in the groove. And the first thing I'm doing is getting the speed of my hands. So these two sticks, two gloves, two sticks. You can do this at the home improvement area at the house, right? So listen to this. So am I winding up? No. I guess I am, but my only thought is to make some noise. It's kind of fun. You don't really have to use a formed grip on there, you know. You can just baseball it, but it's okay just to put the thumb in, you know. So just put the thumb inside, but keep all fingers on the sticks, right? That's cool. And then you just want to get the feel of the hand speed. Once you start doing that, what happens is your body just starts to stabilize. You don't need to be Xander and all this body twisting stuff. It's going to break you. You know what I mean? We don't need to go there. There's some guys out there that are struggling right now, like Max Homa, and I saw him do this on the BMW first hole. he did a practice, and I see what old Max is doing, because he's struggling with the driver, and his practice swing was unwinding the body and dipping the body down this way. And I said, that's going to leave the face so wide open. And sure enough, he hit the ball, and unfortunately, it went right out of bounds. And he just was ashen, you know. And then a day later, I go, what did he make on that hole? He made a an 8 on that par 4. So, you know, the game is mental. And I was saying to myself, well, he should be doing stuff where he sets his right foot back and just hits some balls swinging the club like this. That's what I do when I'm not curving the ball right to left, or I'm dragging the club through. And that's what he was doing. He was dragging the handle through the slowest delivery, although he hits it forever anyway, but it delays the wrist. Man, we don't want to do that. We want to get this one arm swing going. This is my bad wrist, so I'm taking it easy, but it goes swivels. These hands are swivels. Let them swivel. Okay, like a fishing lure swivel. Just, there we go. One arm swing there, one arm swing here. And with this one, you want to make the noise back by your right leg. Releasing early, hitting draws. I mean, let's get busy with that club head, guys, right? So, like I said, senior golfer, come on. We can get online and I can show you how to practice at home, preparing your body for the next time you play. A lot of you can't play like these guys out here are out here 4 times a week. Well, some of you are not, but you certainly can have a couple sticks in the house, get online with me, go through some protocols, like be like your yoga class, but with golf, you know? And getting the speed, and the brain needs to kind of focus on like the whip, snap, all that kind of stuff, right? Now, when you're swinging the club itself, there's certain things that you can kind of assemble at the top of the swing. In other words, the one that I use a lot is like a hitchhiker drill. Hitchhiker drill, setting the thumbs like this. When I set the thumbs, hitchhiking, I'm on the plane for one thing, but I'm also using wrists to get that on plane. As I go further, all you're trying to do is get the thumb under the shaft. And I don't care if your left arm's bent a little bit or not. Mine is. It's not dead straight. And a lot of Scotty's isn't straight at the top. Scotty has a bend in his left arm when he's way up here. So don't focus on that. Anyone that's working on straight arms going back, that's especially up above 50 or whatever, you know, you're probably not going to do great, because if you are focused on arms straight, you're putting tension in the whips. Okay? And that's not good. They're going to go slow when they're all like, you know, really tight. We want them to be like Jake Knapp, who's just a hingy, whippy guy, right? And he slings that club super fast. So we don't have the Olympic athletic body, perhaps, that we had as a teenager and into our 20s. It's slowly going to kind of back down a little bit, but what we can always have is fingers, hands, wrists, arms, sockets, you know, get back to that thumb underneath. That's what that looks like. From this view, thumb underneath the shaft. Ernie Els, Fred Couples, all those great swingers. And you could just do this. Just let the club set up here and see that thumb underneath and keep doing it. You could do it right up in front of you this way. A good drill is like the letter V right in front of you. And if I just let it cock over like my tank top strap, let's say. So not outside of the shoulder, not right at our body, right through my nose here, but just over the tank top, somewhere near the seam of my shirt here. And I let my elbows fold like an axe, you know. So a lot of bent joints when you're chopping wood. You're not sitting here like this. You're lifting the elbows, letting them fold, cocking the wrists. Huge, huge for power. So homework, home improvement. Matter of fact, my website's got a home improvement course. I can send you the link or look down below, and it gives you guys ways to practice, man. You pop up the video on your phone, you step out in the backyard or in the living room, start doing those stick drills, and start working on hinging your hands for a little bit more speed. So I got the hitchhiker drill. That's one drill. Hitchhiker drill, right? Over here it looks like this. Hitchhiking those thumbs out that way, letting the club go on the other side of the hands. Here they're above the hands, outside of the hand. You want to just let them, even if your fingers, you know, and palm comes off, Don't worry about it. The more you try to keep that on there, the tighter you're going to be. Let them bend your wrist. You guys got to get used to it, okay? Another drill is going to be letting your club swing and get the club and hands up by your left ear at the finish. So if you're coming through and you're stopping right here, you want to practice as best you can. I know a lot of you guys aren't very pliable, but you can work on it without hitting a ball. Don't even put the club on the ground. Do not put the club on the ground. Put it up here. Be unstructured, okay? Let the thumb go under here. Finish the swing. And when you unravel, get those hands back by the left ear. Let those hands come all the way around. Get the shaft around like this. Now, you remember Nicholas, when he finished, his shaft went right down his spine this way, right? That was a Nicholas finish. Then he'd kind of back up like that. So he'd hit and just. So even if you said that, you go, man, I'm going to swing like that, and I'm going to be like Nicholas, and let that club go down my spine or get all the way down so the club head is below, feels like it's below my butt, you know? That's going to be something that's just going to stretch your body a little bit, and you'll know. And as I would say, you know, maybe my third drill is going to be some more of a mental drill. The GPS, you know, the coordinate of where you're going to finish, you know, the Gorman precision system, you know, kind of joke around with that, but it's like the GPS, what does that mean? Well, you got a destination. We're going to hit the ball with that pin, but what about you? Where are you going to be? Destination, cock those hands, yeah, okay, but here's my destination. Right shoulder closest to the target, hands around over, elbows split apart, right? Club at you, club past you. You know, those things that if you start working on those, you absolutely are diligent about it, you're going to pick up speed. Do sticks so that you get the sound, that sound. Do the hitchhiker drill with the thumb underneath. Get the GPS coordinate on the way through. So the big three drills, if you hit it further, especially when you're senior golfers or desk jockeys, you get the thumb under the shaft. You let the club feel like it's going to hit you in the shoulder. You can do that simply by going on the V like this. That V is hinging up right on my tank top strap. Let your elbows bend, let them rise a little bit, and you just start to feel the freedom of the arms. They're free, they're shoulder and socket. So they want to go. If you've got them all, but you know, keep your arms connected down on the ribs, you're not going anywhere, okay? So there's that. We got the hitchhiker drill. Marry with that. Thumbs over there, club hinges up here, thumb underneath, okay? We've got the GPS coordinate finish. GPS coordinate finish. And then we got our sticks. Man, this should be every day. Start making coffee in the morning, hop over and start going, just start feeling it. And pretty soon your body will start stabilizing for the speed of the club head. It's not trying to move the club head, right? It's stabilizing. It's going a little bit, but it's actually stabilizing. I can't wait to hear from you guys. I'm looking forward to seeing you online, paul@gormangolf.com. You want to do something there, and I can show you these drills in person, face-to-face, live. And then, you know, we're off and running, right? So again, thanks for showing up here. Leave some comments on the video. And that's the way we do it. And if you want to see a true athlete, huh? Get that running. There she goes. There she goes.